Hey, everybody. It's your hostess, Ellen Nicholas, sensuality consultant and entrepreneur, author. Today, I'm going to talk about the sexiest part of a woman's body. Now, a lot of people think immediately tits, okay? Now, they think that because in the United States, that's a forbidden fruit. We have to cover them up in public. We have to keep them just for certain occasions. And that would be men's pleasure. So cover them up the rest of the time. So, yes, breasts are a big thing in the United States, but they're not such a big thing in Europe. In Europe, you'll see they're advertised. Women breastfeeding, lingerie, whatever, breasts are out there. You know what's hot over there? In between the legs. Because they think, oh, those legs go up to heaven. But you look at, here, speaking of butts, think of Africa. What do you think? The favorite body part is there. The sexiest body part is there. Her ass. Believe it or not, they like bumping. And there's lots of cushion there to do that. So, yes, it is a favorite part, the sexiest part. Most people do not lead with the vagina being the sexiest part because that's such a hidden treasure. It might be very, very sexy, but that's not what people lead with. There was a survey taken, and they asked men from all over the world, what is the sexiest part of a woman's body? Think about it. And well, they came up with a lot of different answers. The one answer that shocked everybody was hair. Not just the hair on her head, turns out, but the hair under her arms and the hair on her bush. Now, you might say, why hair? What the heck? But think about it. People put a lot of time and energy into their hair. Their hair is a signature of who they think they are. They get a certain hand as to what kind of texture and color, and they're going to make the most of it or not. Hair can be conservative. It can be wild. It can be plainly functional. And it says an awful lot about the person underneath it. Along with the psychology of hair is the texture of it. Taking care of it is soft, nice to run your fingers through. It is a pleasant color, a color that reminds your lover of a warm and wonderful place long time ago in their subconscious, believe me. But add to all of that the fact that the hair, all the hair, holds onto your pheromones. We're humans and we make pheromones. And pheromones are the natural sexual attractant that we make to attract one another. We can buy them in perfumes, but we make our own. And they peak certain times of the month. But the bottom line is we have pheromones. And if we have hair on our body, besides the hair on our head, like here and here, the pheromones that we produce stay in the tufts of hair. So here, and here would be the tufts of hair on your body. And that's where the pheromonal scent would stay. So if you actually want to attract on a very physical and natural way a partner who is DNA matched to you, then you let your pheromones out. Don't be afraid of being a human, because we are human. And in that, we are passing along our completeness with someone that we match up with through an understanding and appreciation of that scent. Now, I bring that into hair today because in this country, the United States, they have a great prejudice against hair. Not the hair on the head. The hair on the head could be as freaky deaky as you want it to be. But if you have hair under your arms, people make fun of you. And if you have hair on your bush, people make fun of you. Well, the bottom line is it doesn't have to be like wads of hair. But underarms, not for nothing, are a major erogenous zone, unless they're shaved. If they're shaved, they're just an irritated place where someone might want to touch you. But if they weren't shaved, they would actually be a super sensitive area where you could actually bring about an orgasm. Isn't that crazy? Because it's a major erogenous zone, but not when you shave it. So maybe the French know something Americans don't know. And then as far as bush hair, I actually heard somebody call it disgusting. What is disgusting is thinking that any part of your body is disgusting. That has a purpose, just like your eyes and your eyebrows and your hair and your underarm, and everything on your body has a purpose. That has a purpose. It's not an appendix. It's for real, and it's there, and it's still there because it's supposed to protect you. Now, if you're in that missionary position with someone and you have absolutely no protection between you and them, it is irritating. It's not supposed to be irritating. It's supposed to be nice. And if there's lubricant and some kind of buffer there, it is nice. But if there's no lubricant, or even if there is lubricant and there's no buffer, not as nice. Not as nice. Bottom line. So there's a reason for it to be there on a physical level, and on a subconscious level, it's where our pheromones are stored at the highest level. It is our sexual signature of who we are. And if you allow your pheromones to be, front and center, not that you're going to be dirty, you wash every day, but your natural scent are your pheromones. And if you want to completely wash it off and just completely just leave yourself to whatever scent they want to sell you, fine. But it is nothing that you will buy will be as powerful as your natural pheromones, which are housed in your hair and your underarms, where there's hair, and your pubic area. Now, I am an American, and I understand how things need to be neat. So when it comes to pubic hair in particular, I'm not saying you let it grow like an out-of-control bush, but maybe a little heart-shaped with the hair. Maybe a landing strip with the hair. Maybe a triangle, wouldn't that be nice? Or a butterfly. If you want to make it pretty, just like the hair on your head, make that pretty. But don't shave it off, because that's just stupid, And the prejudice about it is stupid too. Anyway, I think I've told you enough about the wonders of hair. And so I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Again, I am Ellen. I am your sensuality consultant here every Wednesday night. And I'm so glad that you joined me, because these are things that absolutely need to be spoken about. If you have any questions that you'd like me to talk about on my show, you see my email address down there, ypi69. Please definitely send me an email. Give me a suggestion for a topic you think would be interesting and relevant and important, because our sex life is important. And being human in that, and understanding our talents, our abilities, and the joy that the human body can have naturally is important for our health. If you are upset about your sexuality, then the church has done their job. But if you understand that you are a spiritual being having a physical presence with 5 wonderful senses and a great imagination, sex is one of the greatest gifts that we have as humans. Anyway, I am not allowed to advertise any of this, not to boost my page at all on Facebook, because I have content that has the S word in it, sex. they won't allow me to boost. So if you liked this topic and any of the other topics that I have talked about, please subscribe to my channel and tell your friends. Like me, because the more that people like me, the more that I can spread the word about sexual and sensual sexuality, which is our birthright, bottom line. I hope you have enjoyed today's program. Please come back next week. Next week, I'm talking about nice couples do. And if you want to know what they do, then you'll just have to come back then. So I'll see you next week. Bye for now.